Hello students. Hi everyone. With this video we are going to learn about living world and classification of microbes. This is the first chapter of our subject. When we discuss on this topic the classification of living organisms and microbes, that time we slightly move towards the history of classification of living world. So Carl Linus, the scientist of Carl Linus in 1735 divided into living world in two kingdoms, Vegetabilia and Animalia. Vegetabilia belongs to plants and Animalia goes with animals. So Carl Linus is the scientist who invented Carl Linus is the scientist who invented the binomial system of nomenclature. Okay. Next one, Haeckel. In 1866, Haeckel considered three kingdoms: Protista, plants, and animals. And in 1925, Cathan created two groups: prokaryotic and eukaryotics. So, what is the main difference of prokaryotics and eukaryotics? It is undeveloped nuclei, that type of cell which have undeveloped nuclei said to be a prokaryotics, and that type of cell which have definite nuclei is said to be a eukaryotics. In 1938, Copeland also divided living organisms into four kingdoms: Monera, Protista, plants, and animals. And these are the basic things of classification. So, this is the four scientists which present their theories on classification of living organisms. First one Carl Linus is in 1735, second one Haeckel in 1868, and third one Cathan 1925 and Copeland 1938. So let us see next topic. In this lesson, we have to learn about four main topics. First one, biodiversity and need of classification. This is the first topic. What is meant by biodiversity and what is the need of classification of living organisms and microbes? Second topic, classification of organisms according to Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker considered five criteria to classify the living organisms. It is also we see on next slides. Number three, characteristics of kingdom, which are them Monera, Protista, and fungi. These are the three kingdoms. Kingdom first Monera, kingdom second Protista, and kingdom third fungi. And last, classification of microbes and its characteristics. Microbes like bacteria, protozoa, fungi, algae, and viruses. These are the five microbes and its characteristics. So, let us see the first topic, biodiversity and need of classification. Here, when we discuss on a biodiversity and need of classification in our previous standard, we already learned about the living organisms on earth have adapted according to their geographic regions, food ingestion, and defense. And while adapting, many differences are observed in the organisms of same species too. And therefore, every living things or microbes having some similarities and some differences also. According to 2011 census, according to 2011 census, in 2011 census, around 87 million, around 87 million species of living organisms are found on earth, including land and sea. And this is, we know about that, 87 million species. It is a vast number, and to study of this vast number of living organisms, it is essential, it is a necessary to divide them into a groups and their subgroups for the considering of similarities and differences among the living organisms. And this is the process of dividing living organism into groups and subgroups is called biological classification. So, next topic, classification of organisms according to Whittaker 5 criteria. Robert Harding Whittaker, 1920 to 1980. This is the period of Robert Harding Whittaker. It is he was an American ecologist. In 1969, he divided living organisms into five groups. These are the five criteria. First one, complexity of cell structure, complexity of organism, mode of nutrition, lifestyle, and phylogenetic relationship. When we consider the criteria of complexity of structure, it when Robert Harding Whittaker focused on complexity of a cell structure, that time he considered prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Second one, complexity of organisms. Then he included their unicellular or multicellular. Next, mode of nutrition. Plant autotrophic, photosynthetic, fungi, saprophytic, absorption from dead organisms. Saprophytic, that means which type of animal which absorb their own food from dead organisms and animals, heterotrophic and ingestive. And fourth criteria is lifestyle, plants producer, animal consumer, fungi decomposer. We know about that, this is the food chain. And last one, phylogenetic relationship. Here is also he described prokaryotic to eukaryotic and unicellular to multicellular. And next, kingdom first Monera. These are some examples of kingdom Monera: Vibrio cholerae, Trepomena pallidum, Salmonella typhi, Clostridium botulinum. These are some examples. In this picture, you are also seen the various shapes of kingdom Monera. So, uh, there is some characteristics of Monera. The first characteristics of Monera is all the organisms are unicellular. What is meant by unicellular? That type of animal which have a single cell is said to be a unicellular animals. Monera maybe have autotrophic or heterotrophic. Next, these are the prokaryotic cell without distinct nucleus or cell organ cells. Here, we kindly note that these are prokaryotic cell without distinct nucleus or cell organ cells. That means Monera have that type of cell which is undeveloped nuclei. That means that cells cannot have a distinct nucleus. So move towards our next topic. This is Protista, Kingdom 2. Here is examples of Euglena, amoeba, paramecium. These are the some examples of Protista. When we discuss on the characteristics of Protista, it is a single cell organism with a cell defined nucleus enclosed in a nuclear membrane. So here kindly note it is single cell with a well defined nucleus. When we discuss on Monera, it is without well defined nucleus, but Protista is well defined nucleus. Then they have pseudopoda or a hair-like cilia or whip-like flagella for locomotion. Protistas are autotrophs. For example, Euglena. Volvox contain chloroplast. And heterotrophs. Heterotrophs example including amoeba and paramecium. Next one, kingdom 3. These are some examples of fungi. When we learn about the characteristics of fungi, there is first one, these are non-green eukaryotic heterotrophic organisms. Second one, most of them are saprotrophs. What is meant by saprotrophs? This type of living things which live on a dead cells. They feed upon decaying organic matter. Their cell wall is made up of tough and complex sugar called chitin. Some fungi are thread-like and many nuclei are present in the cytoplasm. Example, baker's yeast, aspergills, fungus on a corn. Here, classification of microbes. First, microorganism, bacteria. What is the size? 1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. The size of bacteria 1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. It is unicellular independent organism. Sometimes many bacteria together from colonies. Second one, bacterial cell is a prokaryotic with cell wall, but distinct nucleus or cell organ cells are absent. So here is also point note. Bacterial cell prokaryotic with a cell wall, but distinct nucleus or organ cells are absent. They reproduce by a simple binary fission, and in a favorable condition, bacteria grows vigorously and can double their number in 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes bacteria goes to double their own numbers. Protozoa. What is the size of protozoa? Approximately 200 micrometer. They are found in a soil, fresh water and seawater, and some are found in the bodies of other organisms and are pathogenic. These are the unicellular organisms with eukaryotic cell. There is a great variation in the cell structure, organs of locomotion and modes of nutrition among the protozoas. These organisms reproduce by a simple cell division. Fungi. Its size is approximately 10 μm to 100 μm. These are found on a decaying organic matter and dead bodies of a plant animal. These are eukaryotic organisms Some are unicellular and others are visible with naked eyes. Saprophytic absorb their food from decaying organic matter. They reproduce sexually and asexually by the cell division or by budding. Example Baker yeast, candida, and mushroom. Fourth, algae. Its size is 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. They are aquatic, that means it grows in a water. Eukaryotic unicellular. Autotrophic organisms. Photosynthesis is carried out with the help of chloroplast present in the cell. Very few species of algae are unicellular, most of them are multicellular and visible with naked eyes. Example Chlorella. Viruses. What is the size of viruses? 10 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Viruses are extremely minute. They are 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria and can be seen only with electron microscope. Now, like a coronavirus, COVID-19, this virus cannot be seen with naked eye, but it's seen only with electron microscope. They are found in the form of independent particles. Virus is long molecule of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, or RNA, ribonucleic acid, covered by a protein coat. Viruses survive only in living plant on animal cells and produce their own proteins with the help of host cell and create their numerous replica. Then they destroy the host cell and become a free. This free virus again infect new cells. Virus cause many disease to plant and animals. In this way, we learn of this lesson. Okay, thank you.